All right, everybody, welcome out to the And a Chaser Beer and Booze Show. It is Thursday, March the 14th, 2024. Jersey Johnny coming at you. And with me, as always, is Dave. You have to unmute yourself. Is none of the Mr.
I'm staying muted through the whole
stay
show.
muted.
Yeah,
it's none of that Mr. Beer Whisperer and Whiskey Whisperer and the Shot and Beer Samurai. Welcome, gents. How are you guys today?
Slancha.
This is the first inaugural podcast, if you will, of the And a
Wait a
Chaser.
second. We're going to have a second inaugural podcast?
We're going to have a second inaugural podcast. We may even have a third inaugural podcast. That's how much we love inaugural podcasts.
This one does, and then we'll see how many more inaugurals we need.
We're going to have one for each one of the hosts.
We may do the finale podcast next. Just wrap it up.
We're going to do an inaugural podcast for each one of the hosts, and we're going to have to
The network decided drop the show, guys.
There you go. Right, exactly.
Thanks all. Bye.
So the premise of this podcast is we have each one beer and one spirit, whether it's on the rocks, neat, straight, in a cocktail form, whatever. One beer, one spirit, and talk about it and some other high drinks and so forth and so on. So it's a brand new concept, and we're going to start it. It's going to be bi-weekly-ish. So we'll let you know every time there's going to be a podcast. But please follow us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/endachaser, or just search for And a Chaser on Facebook. And you can also follow it on YouTube as well on the Lager Room channel. So check that out. And of course, it's on all of the audio streaming podcasts sites. So Apple Music Podcast, Google, all the ones I go through on the Lager Room podcast. If you do watch that,
you should just record that.
They're all listed on the Lager Room website, and the Lager Room website will also serve as the website for this show as well. And a lot of stuff will also be posted up on the the Beer Whisperer Facebook group as well. So you might want to check that out. Give that a follow. Join that group because that is an awesome group run by an awesome gent. Who would that be?
That would be Tom Mulvihill.
Tom Mulvihill. Who is that?
Well, he is a hell of a guy. He'll tell you.
Tom, why don't you tell everybody who he is?
Who am I? Who is anybody, really? Let's get existential up in here. I had somebody mention to me the other day that I was rather short. I say, yeah, I am kind of short for a human, but I'm rather tall for a leprechaun.
This is true.
That is very true.
It's very true. Very true. Very true. So we decided to start this inaugural show since it's tonight. It's 3 days before St. Patrick's Day, so we went with a St. Patrick's Day theme.
Yes, we did.
So let's talk about what we're drinking. Tom, why don't you start us out?
So when you hit me with the theme, I thought, I've got a few Irish whiskeys I can go with, but then I thought, well, St. Patrick's Day, the celebration, really is more of an Irish American thing.
Fair enough.
This is very, very true.
We make a big deal of it. So what I did was I went with American products, but Irish-themed American products. So I've got Restless Spirits, a distillery out of Kansas City, but they're Irish. They have Irish roots. The owners and the products that they make. This one is one of those. This is their version of Poitín. The Padraig's Rebellion Poitín is triple distilled at 115 proof.
Oof.
Nice.
So that is very Irish, even though it is made here.
It is, and it was illegal in Ireland for the longest time.
It was.
Yeah.
So here's what I did with this. When you hit me with the theme, I said, okay, I'm going to use some products I've already made up ahead of time. So for another cocktail, I made some homemade mint simple syrup. So I sort of did a version of an old fashioned with this, with 2 ounces of the Restless Poitín in my Restless glass. 1 ounce of where did I put those? But there they are. Well, 1 ounce of that simple syrup I showed you, and then a few dashes of mint bitters, and then there's some mint in there as a garnish.
Very nice.
So I have a feeling that's going to taste a little minty.
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with that. Let us know. What do you think?
I'm sure it's I'm sure it's better than Scope.
God, that's delicious. That's good, man. And you can see, I said it's sort of an old-fashioned. Those of you that know me know I really prefer straight-up drinks to rocks. So I've got this served more as you would Manhattan, let's say, but
Gotcha.
with the ingredients of an old-fashioned, more or less.
It's a riff on a minty Irish American old fashioned.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right.
Restless Spirits is great though. So what they do is they actually have an Irish whiskey, a label. They make the whiskey. It has to be aged over there, but it is something that they do over there. But then they've got another whiskey that's Irish American that they take their Irish whiskey, blend it with their American whiskey called Stonebreaker, and then they do a couple different American single malt whiskeys that again are very closely tied to an Irish single malt. As you can see that color, I got a little bit left in this bottle. It looks like an Irish single malt. Much the same way, which is why I chose this distillery, because they have Irish roots.
There you go. Very good. And what's the and what beer are you chasing that with? We'll say.
So again, I went Irish American. I went with the brewery that I work for. I work for Banter Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you that label. The label's gonna be hard to read because it's one of those that we write ourselves, and I wrote it, and my penmanship isn't great, but it's called the Marrow's Cap. It's an Irish style ale at 4.8%.
Very nice.
Let me pour that for you, and you can see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous. I love the color on this. That is just beautiful, is it not?
That is really nice.
Very nice.
Very chestnutty. Very nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the owners and brewer, Brian, man, he is just amazing. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love the way that beer looks.
Very nice.
That is very nice. So while you take a sip of that, Dave, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I'm actually gonna reverse it. I'm gonna start with the beer.
Okay.
And though I am drinking out of a Guinness glass, they do own
Smithwick's. They do.
So I'm going with a red ale as well. But and you guys know that I'm infuriatingly a purist. So we're doing St. Patrick's Day show. I'm going to do an Irish beer and an Irish whiskey made from Ireland, because I knew Tom would be going local, so there's no need for me to.
I've got a reputation. Is that it? Yeah, I do try to stay as local as humanly possible. Yes.
Well, I was just joking with Kerry earlier. I said, yeah, Tom. I know Tom's going to have something from a local distillery, probably aged in like raccoon barrels or something, and he's going to throw all kinds of flavors into it. So,
it's what I do, man.
It's what you do.
Raccoon barrels are amazing. They really are.
But I mean, Smithwick's, all Irish reds. This is what you measure an Irish red by. Is this beer right here?
Oh yeah, Smithwick's is amazing. I love Smithwick's.
But
I love
it's classic. There's no doubt.
Yeah. And what is that the chaser for, sir?
Well, this is the leader. I'm using the actually the.
Well, the name of the show is End of Chase. So the whiskey is chasing.
Yeah, the whiskey. Yeah, the whiskey is going to be chasing.
Follow the program, David. Follow the program.
I'm throwing a wrench right into it right from the beginning.
He's nothing if not an avant-garde kind of guy.
Well, John, you thought I couldn't follow directions.
I don't follow. No, guys don't follow directions. Period. Can't read maps though. Anyway. So the Irish whiskey, I've been looking at this for a while. I've never had it. I wanted to get it. Even when I was in Ireland, I for some reason I never wound up getting it. But because there's a place here that had it cheaper than I saw it anywhere else. But Redbreast 12 single pot.
Oh my God, that stuff is amazing.
And so this is going to be my first sip of Redbreast 12.
Very nice.
Hey, I'm going to jump off camera real quick just because I want to relate to that. I'll be right back.
You got it.
Oh, and look at this color. I mean, that is an Irish whiskey.
That is pretty. That is definitely pretty.
All the facets in the glass, though, won't let you really see it. But, oh, damn. I like that.
Very nice.
I mean, I finished the beer. No.
Oh, no, you're finishing the Smithwick's, please.
No,
so David, what I was running to grab is I picked this set up back in October. It's a Redbreast 3-bottle set.
Nice.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. So you got a 15 in there.
And believe it or not, they had this on sale for $10.
Oh my God,
that's ridiculous.
It was under 11 with tax. The Redbreast 12, the Lustan, and the 15.
I would have grabbed 3 of them.
Yeah,
yeah, they had a limit. Yeah.
So,
I would have bought right to the limit.
So I got to tell you, Redbreast is the favorite Irish whiskey of girls that lay out on the beach too long.
Mm.
But Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Wait a second. Where's my phone? I need the sound effect machine for this show. He's going to do that.
He's looking for it, folks.
Well, we
All
all
right,
do bad jokes. We need to be ready for
You
that.
got to be ready for that. I mean, that's just a given. I mean, you know,
Oh, yeah. Good
Yeah.
beer, good spirits, bad jokes.
bad jokes. That's what we're all about.
Yep.
All right. So for myself, I went old school. It's not. Is it the best Irish whiskey in the world? No, but I actually like it. I think it's pretty solid. I almost splurged the other day and bought myself a bottle of Green Spot.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
which would have been amazing. But there was a couple of things I had to pick up. I'm like, you know what? I just don't. If it was the only thing I was getting in the store, I probably would have wound up getting it. But picking up that bottle would have made would have goosed me over $200 at the liquor store that day. So I'm not getting it. So
Yeah.
so I'm just, in fact, I didn't even crack it yet. I'm just going with Patty's. Just
That's
Oh,
classic.
nice. Okay, good. A classic. Yeah, a good mixer.
absolutely.
I want to show you something here. Speaking of bad jokes, my daughter bought this for me. Decanter. It says dad joke loading.
Dad
There you
joke
go.
loading. There you go. Come on. Yep.
John is experiencing some technical.
I'm experiencing
difficulties.
technical difficulty. Well, the it didn't exactly pull off like I wanted it to. So I'll just keep talking.
Peter, when
while-
that happens, man, you have no-
Yeah.
I hate it when that. There I
oh,
go.
when I can't pull off.
I had to use the old
pull out. I guess. Never mind.
pull out, pull off. Yeah, I had to use the old pen method. There we go. So we're good now. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna pour this.
What, you don't keep a knife at your desk, John?
No, not like you. I'm
You
sure.
want to borrow mine?
I'll borrow yours. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's lovely. I'm gonna pour it. I'm pouring it over a little ice. Just want a little over a little ice.
What, you got an ice ball in there, or
I have an ice football in here.
ice
Oh,
football?
look at you! Look at
There
you!
you
All fancy.
And
Don't make me go get my. It says Giants on it, right? You can't-
no.
It's,
Are we
You
sure?
can't-
Are
can't
we
really
sure
see it.
that's got a nice Easter egg?
It says The Godfather on it.
It kind of
oh,
looks
on the glass. Okay.
On the glass, The Godfather. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Tom's right. It does look like an Easter egg.
It does. Yeah. You know what? It's an Easter egg. For the purpose of this show, it's an Easter egg. There you go.
It's
I'm not
St.
sure
Patrick's
if you
Day egg.
I'm not sure if you can tell by looking at that because it is hard, but that drink does have a green tint.
It does have a
Oh,
green
you
tint. I
can-
saw it before.
We can see it. Yeah.
And for my beer, you know what? Like I always say, Dave's wearing a Guinness shirt. I'm wearing a Guinness hat. I'm drinking a Guinness. I'm going
Go
with
ahead and
Guinness.
drink a
Guinness. It's a nitro can. And it's one of my favorite things to do this time of year, too, is to make it's not technically a black and tan. Technically, it's a black and red, but I make a blacksmith.
Black, yeah, I love those. Yeah, that's even better.
Mhm.
I never understood the Guinness and the Bass Ale. That makes no sense to me. You're not going to put an Irish beer over an English beer.
No,
That seems like sacrilege to me.
I agree. It would be Smittix, and I would have done that tonight, but I really wanted to see how I wanted just a straight up Smittix because I haven't had a straight up Smittix in a while.
I understand. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I did have another option
what's
for
that?
tonight. My other option was to actually do a car bomb.
Oh yeah,
You could
yeah.
have done that. You could have done that. That
Do
would-
that too. If you want to go one more cocktail, I can whoop one up.
Tell you
Oh
the,
no, I can't. I can't. I don't have a Guinness stout.
I know that because Carrie loves these things. When we went to Ireland, like, please, you
There you go.
can't order those in Ireland.
That's pretty poor. And the shameless self promotion.
This is a shameless self promotion rather than being the sponsor.
Exactly.
They are the sponsor of the
Get one
Lager
of
Guy
the
show.
glasses to me, and I'll use it in videos and give you some more shameless promotion.
I'm just about done putting a box together for you, and I know Dave has a couple things he wants to send you.
I
And
do.
there'll be a glass.
Oh yeah.
You know I'm a glass junkie. My wife will love that though. That I'm getting more glass.
Now, when
Oh,
you
yeah.
say you're a glass junkie, though, I mean, compare yourself to us. Yeah, you're a glass junkie. Compare yourself to Mr. Stardomsky.
Speaking of Mr.
Oh, see,
Starodumsky,
John's on a whole other level.
he is. But speaking of Mr. Starodumsky, it is his birthday today.
It is. Happy birthday to the Brew Guru.
It's just auspicious that we started the podcast on his birthday because we planned it that way
We
months
did.
ago. Right.
We did. We planned it that
we
way.
did.
So,
Good to know that he's not a whiskey drinker though.
He's not. But so
happy birthday, Mr. John Stardomsky.
Happy
have fun
birthday.
drinking all the chasers.
See, we had it prepared. So we did know it was his birthday. So it was prepared. It was there already. So
About 15 minutes ago.
no.
We're drinking all this liquor
This-
in your
this-
honor, John.
This actually was prepared a year ago.
We
From
were
last time.
ready.
From the
All
last
the
time it was his
food is
birthday.
in your honor.
Yeah, because his birthday actually fell on a Tuesday last year.
It did. So all three of us, happy birthday, Brew Guru.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John. So speaking of that, who else is pissed about leap year moving, St. Patrick's Day to Sunday? Or is it just me?
Well, everybody's celebrating it on Saturday anyway.
Yes.
So they're just you know what? You'll get it that way, then you get 2 days, right? Celebrate it, go nuts, have your day you would have had it been a Saturday, right? And then
I
you get
have
it.
decided,
Another dinner on Sunday.
You can have dinner
I
on Sunday.
did decide to cook my corned beef on Saturday. That way I've got the leftovers to eat on Sunday.
Absolutely.
I can have for breakfast on St. Patrick's Day. I can have some homemade corned beef hash.
100%.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're doing corned beef. I'm making a cottage pie as well on top of that.
Mhm.
We're gonna make
Nice.
Reuben's and corned beef hash.
In the past, I've always made a version of an Irish stew, but it's just the wife and I, so I'm just going to do the corned beef this year.
We did that too. Like every year, well, we usually do it for the Belmar St. Patrick's Day parade, which was a couple of weeks ago. But every year we make I make corned beef and I make Irish Guinness Irish beef stew. This year we decided to make a nice cottage pie instead. So
Nice.
went forward
I
with
love
that. And I
cottage.
also I gave it a shot. I was like, what the hell? You know me and my love of chili and making chili. So I made
An Irish chili?
Guinness Irish chili.
Look at you. Oh, see, oh, man, I love that. I love that a lot. I'm a bit of a chili junkie as well.
And it required 2 beers. So
Two?
I put 2. Yeah. So I put 3 in. All right.
You put in 3.
So I put in 3.
Three, yeah.
I put in 3. Yeah. I put in 3. I put the 2 cans of Guinness it required, and I also put in a can of Nautical Twilight.
Oh, nice.
Nice. And
That
Right
beer right there.
and he put about 4 cans of Guinness in himself while cooking because he learned to cook by watching Julia Child.
This is true.
A little.
I will tell you something I do a little different. I do a little different with my corned beef is that I don't boil it or cook it slow in a crock pot. I braise it, and you get much more flavor that way with the braising method.
All right. Fair enough.
I like
In the oven or in a Dutch oven? How do you
So
do
I use a Dutch oven. What I do is I put a sear on it on the stove. I pull that out. I get my veg in, simmer that down, put the meat back in, add 2 cups of liquid, put it in the oven at about 275 for 3 hours. Cook it low and slow in that Dutch oven, and you get much more flavor.
Nice.
If you boil it, you lose all that flavor from the corned beef. But right there, it just brings it back in. Pulls it all back into the
See,
meat.
I agree. I don't like meals where everything's just boiled. As a matter of fact, I really don't think that we rebelled against England because of taxation of that. I think it's because of boiled food.
Everything was fucking boiled and had no flavor, right?
Yep.
Everything got poured out with the water.
Yeah. So, because really, who were our allies when we went against the French?
The French.
Much better food.
Oh, see, there we go. So now I can defend my braising method.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
There you
All
go.
right.
You know,
I like that.
one
I'm
of
gonna
my
have to try that because I boil it every year. I have a couple of methods that I do to keep a little bit extra of the flavor in there. But
John, try braising. You'll never go back. I guarantee
I'm going to try that next time. In fact, you know what? I decided I'm just going to make one corned beef. It's just Jess and I on Sunday. I'm going to make one corned beef.
one corned beef.
What?
We
No,
have-
big one. The big one.
We
I
have
can stick-
we have 7.
You're making 7 corned beef. Yeah, but
Oh, I'm just doing one.
not
three
just 2 of
pounder.
you.
I'm minor league compared to you guys. It's just wife and I. 1 3 pound.
No. The reason there's 7 is for the corned beef and cabbage, and then Karen's
Oh,
family she's making it
What
for.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot.
there you go.
And then I make Reubens out of it, and then we need some left for corned beef hash.
Of course.
Well, we
Yeah,
had
no,
more
I made,
where I'd always smoke one too.
yeah, I made 5 when.
How do
we
you
had-
like them? I've tried that. How do you like the
Well,
corned beef?
Yeah, no. Well,
When you
the
smoke
trick is not
How
to
do you get it in the bong though? Is what I need to know. It's like,
well, the trick is just to have that. I had that special made for me, and there's a trick to keeping it lit, but you just got to breathe really deep.
Get it into the lungs.
get it in there. Yeah, exactly. But which we got? No, I made 5 for the parade. I'm just gonna make one. I'm gonna make one 5-pounder.
Yeah.
So I'll have a little
We're
left over
doing
for
a
the week.
3-pounder. It's just wife and I. It's a small one, but it's really good. It's uncured, grass-fed, grass-finished. Oh man, it's
You still
beautiful.
get the same. You still get the same amount of shrinkage, braising it and finishing it in the Dutch oven, or
You get very little shrinkage doing it that way.
Oh, so the water's not cold.
One
That's why.
left.
it's warm water. It's
That's why.
tepid. It's tepid. It's
Yeah,
tepid.
you're not putting in cold water. No.
You get much more
No,
shrinkage.
hey, John, to break it down just a little bit more for you. Again, you put a sear on each side. I take the meat out, put some butter or oil or whatever you want to do. I use Irish butter when I do this, but anyway, I saute some onions down. Then I drop potatoes down, cabbage, put the meat on top, add 2 cups of liquid, then put it in the oven at about 275. And the time really depends on how big your corned beef is.
Of course.
For me, this one's going to take about 3 hours.
Nice.
Very nice.
There you go. Very nice. All right, there we go.
You know what one of my favorite sounds is?
What is that?
A bottle cap hitting the table. Love that sound.
Don't have one. No, I'm just gonna try it, but I don't.
I like that. You heard that, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like that. That's a damn good sound.
Brings me back to my playing quarters days.
There you go.
Oh, yep. But you can also, shoot these things.
See, I never had that skill. I had friends that could. I never could.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't have that skill.
I could put an eye out with those.
There you go.
I can see that.
So, how's your cocktail there, Tom? How's that going for you?
So my cocktail is gone, but going back to when I said earlier about following directions, and I can't follow directions. I sort of did, but I'm only using this liquor, but I did pour myself just a shot of it so I could taste it on its own without the cock.
No, you have to do that without the cock.
Ah!
What? What
Hey,
did this show just become? What did this show just become?
Forgot to say the word tail.
You needed money.
Well, you got to George Carlin put it best. Cocktail really depends upon how you say it. Like, ladies, would you like a cocktail? That's fine. But if you're grabbing yourself, hey, lady, like a cocktail, that's a whole different thing.
I got your cocktail right here.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was ready to pull it out.
No. Don't pull it out.
Don't do that.
No. We'll kick off right away.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Damn that John Holmes. Anyway.
About ready to pull it out. There you go.
Let me whip this on out.
Let me whip this out.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
about ready to pull it out. Oh, that's great. You gotta love it. That's definitely an open. Hold on, let me type the time here.
See, the great thing is, even I never know what I'm going to say next. I don't know what I'm saying at that particular moment. I have no filter whatsoever. I don't have that ability.
No, and that's what makes it so perfect.
So that's why. So you're basically like Wall thing from Major League.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I wouldn't dig in.
Right.
No, that was Nuclear Lush.
That was Bull Durham. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't dig in if I were you.
Dig in if I were you.
Even I don't know words.
Even I don't know. By the way, not to change the subject just for a minute. Happy Pie Day.
Happy Pie Day.
Happy Pie Day.
Do you have some pie today?
No, I'm just gonna put the crawl up. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I tried to convince my wife that she needed to either make me some pie or give me some pie, but neither one happened.
Nah, okay, we're gonna leave. Oh, you know what? I've got to do.
Enough.
I've got to add the sound effect on this for crickets.
Yeah.
There is one.
No. Just the but would be perfect.
You mean this one?
There you go. Exactly. Just flame shot out of your ear.
That was funny. I hit badoom and flames came out his ear.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I was just magically transported to another pub just now.
Did you close the doors and switch direction? Is that what you did? And it got a little too cold.
It's getting a little chilly. So I got by the fire. As you can see, I went by the fire.
I did. I see that.
It's chill. I mean, it is gorgeous here today.
Oh, it was 70. It was over 70. Here it was like 72.
Really? It started at about 70, and then we had a major storm there for about a half a second. Now it's gone.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, it looked beautiful out the doors you had open before.
It did.
Yeah, it was nice.
Those
Nice.
rolling hills.
And the rolling hills, you love that. Who knew Missouri looked like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Danny. Oh, no, we said we're not going to say.
No, we're not.
John's going to find an opening song for the show, so it won't be the quiet.
No, it's going to be. I was waiting
for our second inaugural show.
Yeah, our second inaugural show. We're doing 3. Remember? Log is the band that plays the music for the opening theme music for the Log Room Guys show and for the Get On With It Sports podcast. There's the correct.
Found it.
Is that any indication? Is that indicative of my speech right now about where the music?
No. I'm just playing. Keep talking.
Keep talking. There you go. Anyway, so they just released a new album. Log just released a new album, and it's available on Spotify. It's called. Just search for LOG dot on Spotify. You got to put the dot in. LOG dot. The name of the album is Dump Truck Sayonara. No, it really is Dump Truck Sayonara.
Oh,
Really?
No,
anyway,
I was just trying to answer something, but
there you go.
Hit the wrong thing.
So the what you call it, the theme music, the opening theme for the Get On With It Sports podcast is actually going to change up. We've been talking about it. Harry Lugnuts is actually the lead singer and bass player of Log, and whatchamacallit, we'll be using another song off of that album for the intro to the song. It'll be on the next one of these shows we do. And also, just a side note, anybody watching, if you did go to the Facebook page, which is again facebook.com/andachaser. If you did go to the Facebook page, you'll notice that the link was to the YouTube channel, the Log Room YouTube channel for the show. We hadn't gotten enough likes yet, and the page was too new for Facebook to allow StreamYard to stream straight to Facebook. Apparently, that's a new thing that they came up with. So whatever.
So that's what I'm doing on the phone is re-instructing the people going, hey, what do I do now? Is go to Facebook and do this.
All you got to do is click on the link. It'll take you to YouTube, take you right to the
It'll take you right to
But we also need to find it on Facebook, like it there, so we can live stream on Facebook. We need at least 20.
20 likes right now. Now the page is new. Right now we only have 10 likes and 21
I got to someone said it got to 11, but maybe someone unliked us.
Yeah. This one goes to 11.
Yeah, that one goes to 11.
There you go.
Oh, I thought maybe we lost one when Tom was trying to whip it out.
Tom was I was gonna whip it out. Yeah, he lost that. I'm out of here. That's it.
Was on me, guys. I scared somebody. That's my bad.
Yeah, that was probably your wife.
There you go. Exactly.
Oh, you have no idea.
Actually, we're up to 13 likes and 24 followers. So we're
there
we
go.
So
fuck.
You can still see the show though, because all I do is click the link that we shared on the Facebook page, and also we shared it on the Beer Whisper page as well, Beer Whisper and Friends page, and whatchamacallit, that'll take you right to the YouTube channel to the live video. So, and even if you rewatch it, you can still click on it; it'll take you right there. It's the same link. So. But yeah, these will all be updated for our second inaugural show. When that'll happen, one never knows.
We shall see.
Right. So, but in any event,
Juan doesn't know, and Juan
never knows.
Juan never knows, and and we just hope that Jose can see.
Huh? Jose Canseco.
Canseco.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hold
on, you know what you deserve for that?
I know.
Hold on, where is it?
Crickets.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. I thought you were going to give me the crickets.
No. Oh, I could have given you. Let's see. I could have given you this one.
There you go. That's good too.
I like that one.
If those are available, if those whatever whatchamacallit they are, if they're MP3s, like if it's just not like some.
No, it's an app.
If it's an app, okay. I was going to say because we can get those, we can actually put them in StreamYard and we can actually hit them.
Yeah, but you'd be the only one able to hit them. We wouldn't be able to hit them.
We can change that up. We can give the producer abilities to both of you for it. And yeah, there you
go. Oh, now you tell me to do that.
Now you tell me, Mark.
That's a brand new thing on.
174 shows into the log.
Brand new thing. They just started it like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So.
174 shows in. 174 was the last one, right?
You would allow me just a little shameless promotion now. So I went with my schedule getting a little bit different now with my change of work environment. I'm kicking up or bringing my At the Pub show back on a regular day. I'm going to do it on Wednesdays from 6 to 7.
Very nice.
Wednesdays from 6 to 7 Central Time.
Yes.
So that's 7 to 8 our time.
7 to 8
Yeah.
Eastern Time.
And if you're in England, that's 11 to 12 at night.
So I will mostly have Wednesdays.
yeah. Now.
I can do that show on Wednesdays now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do 2 days because I didn't want to, I didn't want to go at the same time as you guys because I want to watch that show. So I did Wednesday.
Yeah, and that allows us to watch your show.
Right.
Or
then,
while we're doing our show, we could watch your show while we're doing our show.
And this is a fine time, I think, for us to do the show. Like, well, Tom, you normally work on Thursday nights, right?
Yes.
Okay. So which we call, so we can do one of two things when we do these shows. We can either occasionally do a couple of them. You hear the dog barking?
Oh yeah, we can. That's the very lonely German Shepherd next.
Very lonely German Shepherd next door that loves to just come out every single time I sit down to do a podcast and barks his head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to bring him on the show one day. Anyway, but which we can either do the show on Thursdays after you're done, or we can do them on Wednesdays before the pub. So whatever you want to do, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Picks one, it does any other. But that's why I said for now, it's not going to be a regular weekly show. It's going to be a bi-weekly show or so. And we'll go from there. But
I can move the time slot around you guys. That's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll make it happen. But I do want to make mention too. We'll mention it right here to start. Again, this show will be available on all of the podcasts. It's going to be on the our podcast host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, all of the all of the audio podcast hosts you can imagine. You just search for the And a Chaser Show, and you'll find it there. And subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you'll be able for this show, and you'll be able to not miss any show. But on top of that, there's more.
There's more.
Starting now as well, Tom's At the Pub podcast will also be available on the Lager Room Craft Beer Network.
Nice.
Craft Beer Network Podcast Network on Spreaker, as well as all of those audio platforms as well.
So Tom, welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
There we go. So there's 4 podcasts on the Lager Room Podcast Network.
It's four podcasts in one.
I'm glad you guys are bringing me in.
Exactly.
Unlike what usually happens on Friday nights when the Springfield police are bringing them in.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Fun. So
Daddy takes the T-bird away.
Exactly. Samurai, how is your red breast?
Ooh, babe, that question is a little personal. Are you almost gone? Are you almost done?
Well, no, it's not almost.
Samurai, I love the glass. Oh yeah, I love the glass here, my friend.
Oh yeah, this thing. Well, you know where this is from. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I love this glass. I first saw it on a TV program called Sandman, which is based off of a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman. Mm-hmm. And I saw I got to have it, and I found it, and I have it. So there you go. It's just a beautiful glass. It's really light. But the chaser's gone.
Yeah, my chaser's half gone. I'm about halfway through everything.
I may have to pour another chaser. I guess I'm not going for fasting blood work tomorrow.
Can you reschedule?
I'm gonna have to reschedule because my liver enzymes are way off.
Yeah, you might want a day or two of not drinking before that happens.
So I wonder if you guys we're all of a similar age. I wonder if y'all with the millennials, for instance, have issues with your sense of humor, or they don't get it. It goes like this.
Yeah, there's that, but I find it more with Gen Z, and I really think this is what I want to do with Gen Z. As Gen Xers, I think what we need to do is figure out their cultural references and that, and buy T-shirts and walk around in them.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, the reason I asked that question is I made the joke. I made a joke the other day, and
Did you?
Well, okay. No, you don't understand what I was trying to say there, but nevertheless.
No, but the whole thing is because you see the Gen Zs going around with like Kiss or U2.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
And are you like me, where you want to walk up to go name 3 songs?
Name one song.
Name one.
In fact, I do.
I actually saw like a 19-year-old wearing a Stevie
Just give
Ray
me
Vaughan
one.
shirt.
Just one.
Stevie Ray Vaughan? You don't get to wear that shirt. Sorry.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Get off my lawn.
Hey, you kids. Anyway, two things. Well, number one, Dave, I got to tell you, you have Riz.
I've got the Riz.
You got Riz.
Thanks.
Definitely got Riz.
Yeah, and John, you're a little sus.
I'm always. I've been sus for years, dude. All right. Anyway.
My.
Anyway, on that note, no, you know what I found out?
On that note,
Tom, to your point. Well, to your point, Tom. I have found years ago, millennials, you say a dad joke, when we were younger, right? But we're still not, we're what we are. You say a dad joke and they roll their eyes, most of them or whatever. I find now the millennials
think it's funny.
They think it's funny. They get it. You know why? They've grown up.
Here's the thing.
Could be, yeah.
When the Gen Zs try to start crap with the Gen X, it's the millennials going, you don't want to do this.
Don't do that.
You don't trust me. You don't want
yeah.
The millennials have finally,
I'm the very first Gen X. So
the millennials have finally figured out Gen X, which is just leave them alone. It's just you don't want to.
We don't care.
We don't care.
And we had those playgrounds that were death traps, and we survived that.
Dealt with so much trauma that everything is funny. Even things that shouldn't be funny is funny.
And the thing is, here's another thing I realized: the differences in our humor, because our language, Gen X's language, is sarcasm.
Right.
Yeah, right? It really is.
It's sarcasm. Yeah. And I found that Gen Z, and I found it with almost every Gen Z, the way their humor is just to be obnoxious, contrary and obnoxious.
That's it.
And they'll grow, and I think that generation will grow out of it. We're making broad generalizations.
We are making broad generalizations because I know baby boomers that fit that description too. So. Right?
I know Gen X.
Talking about broads again.
Exactly. Baby bloomers.
That's what I'm talking about. Only you would have thought that was funny. Nobody else would have.
Well, you talk about generations, Doug. I always say this too. Like we're all early Gen Xers, right? We're all 60s Gen Xers, right?
Yeah.
And
late 60s Gen Xers.
We're all 60s Gen Xers. So
the very first year. I'm 65.
Be that as it may, you're not 65. You're younger than that. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're talking about the year.
I know you meant. I'm kidding. No, but I always thought that we equate more to late baby boomers than we do to late Gen Xers. You know what I mean? Because it's not just a cutoff, right? It's not just okay.
No, there's a blend.
December 31st, 1964. You guys and back are acting this way. January 1st, 65. You guys forward are acting this way. I think it's a blend.
The only disagreement I have with that statement is the baby boomers that I know, or my family members and cousins and such, are also bitter. I've got nothing in common with them at all.
I got you.
Except that you like bitters.
This is true.
I like it. Yeah, there you go. They just want to. I feel like that generation of boomers, that last generation of boomers, those last few years of boomers, find everything is wrong. There is nothing good in anything. They want to be bitter about every damn thing there is.
Well, because the summer of love ended.
Yeah, once they were old enough.
They missed the summer of love and they're pissed off about it.
They're not those late baby boomers. They're not that much older than us. So I mean,
no, I'm talking about 5 and 6 years older, basically. But
so late 50s, early late.
That 50s, last bunch always seems to be the most bitter, though.
Yeah.
Before we alienate large segments of what might be our
so unless you were born in the late 60s, screw you. No, we're not saying that at all, folks. Kidding.
Don't take
that out of context.
The point I was trying to make, I've got a brother 12 years older than I who is a boomer. I've got sisters 5 and 6 years older than I. I've got cousins about 5 years older that are also bitter about everything.
Well, because they're bitter because they're
the brother 12 years older, not so much, but it's those boomers right on the edge of being Gen X that seem to be bitter about every damn thing.
I got you.
because they weren't old enough during the Summer of Love. I'd be bitter
That,
too.
yeah, yeah, that kind of makes sense in some weird
Well,
way.
you know what? You know what? We weren't either, obviously, but they
We were
were. They
born.
they were old enough to know what it was.
I was born in the Summer of just before the Summer of
Just
Love.
before the Summer of Love, but
couple years.
they were old enough to know what it was.
A couple months beforehand.
They were old
Question
enough to know what it was.
So, important question for you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
That
have.
might have been why.
I'm gonna have a second. I'm gonna have a second chaser here. Do I honor the shirt I'm
good.
wearing,
It's a
or
good-
do I stick with the Irish red and go local?
I
Oh
think-
no! I finished that beer on Tuesday. Never mind. I gotta.
You got to have your Guinness. Have your
I gotta have
Guinness.
that pack of Guinness.
You know.
Well, while
Um,
he's doing that, I'm going to finish this up. I got my last bit of Restless.
There you go.
Now the one thing is, and I,
Of course, folks. By the way, I just want to point out one fact. Okay, I am the only one just drinking the one beer and one spirit that we are supposed to do.
yeah, I should. Okay, so hold on.
I'm kidding.
If you can't keep up, just take it.
I was waiting for that. Anyway,
Hold on. I'm changing something here.
what are you
Let's see.
thinking?
There we go. That's more.
The shot and a couple of beers sour.
There you go.
Oh, that's a beautiful
So I
sound
was
too.
about 20 years old, and I got a new job, and quite frankly, I lied my way into it. And it was cleaning carpets, and I got paired with this guy who had been there a while, and he was a few years older than I was. And at first, I wasn't sure if we were getting along or not, to be honest with you. And I've tried my best to do this job. And at one point, the job of my particular job at the time was just to make sure he was able to keep going. And at one time, I did too much. So anyways, he stops what he's doing and he looks back at me, and I thought he was going to chew my ass out. And he looks at me and he says, "Hey, relax. If you can't keep up, just take notes." And he smiled at me. So now I know it's okay. So basically what he was telling me is, "Tom, you're trying too hard. Relax and do your job."
Now, for those of you out there who may not know this, when you've got a nitro beer,
Oh, here we go.
you don't pour it this way.
Don't
the
pour it
way you just go
Oh, you
straight
gotta-
down
you
like this,
upside down. Yeah.
and then as it goes up, you raise the can so it's just above the pour. And then when you've got that done and everything's in there, you will, if you've done it right, you will achieve a cascade.
You will. Look at you giving a lesson.
There you go, right there. Because if you do it like you would pour any other normal beer, you're not going to get a cascade. You're going to get probably a flat beer.
All drunks do it best.
Oh, yes. I resemble that remark.
Exactly.
And there we go. And this, you wait for the cascade to settle down, and you get yourself a nice creamy head there.
And who doesn't like creamy head?
This is,
You knew I was going to say
we're setting it. Oh,
You knew I was going
You
to.
threw him a beach ball.
Let it
I
go.
did throw him. When it came out of my when that came out of my mouth, I'm like, oh, I forgot who's on the show.
When that came out of your mouth, huh? All
You
right.
knew I wasn't going to let that go. Don't have that ability. We've already had this conversation.
There's too many jokes there that you can't help but let it go.
I can't do it, man.
Well, sláinte, gentlemen.
Watch it.
So we've talked about what we're going to eat for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
John lives in a town that has a major parade through town.
One of the biggest in New Jersey.
Yeah. Wow.
One of the biggest in the Northeast, actually, too.
Yeah, there's New York City, of course, is very large. Pearl River, New York, has a massive one.
Pearl River, New York is bigger than New York City.
It is bigger than New York City's, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing is. I had a friend who
And I used to work it every year.
I had a friend who worked the Pearl River Hotel,
Mhm.
which is not a hotel anymore; it's a bar.
No, the Pearl River Hotel's a bar, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful bar, and it was very much an Irish bar. So people and they knew how to pour Guinness there. So that place was packed. They'd set up outside
Right.
as well, and
yeah.
there was. And the thing with Pearl
Well,
River is
fortunately, there's more than one bar in Pearl River.
there's a lot. There's the saloon, the Grand Saloon.
I'm sorry. Fortunately, there's more than 100 bars in Pearl River.
Yeah, you can't. You
That's a
can't.
selling point.
You
Pearl
cannot.
River's-
You cannot trip over a crack in the sidewalk without hitting a bar.
Pro River is one of those places where you walk out of the bar, make a left, walk 5 feet, and walk into the next bar.
Yep, that's
Just
it.
keep doing it. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but,
and it's a booming business there. And it's our kind of people.
exactly right.
But so John's got the parade. Is there parades down by you get a parade in your town, Tom, or anywhere nearby?
I'll be honest, it is pretty good. Good size for the size town we are. I'm not a parade guy, though. I'll be honest with you. I don't like parades. Nothing about parades excite me at all.
What has popped up behind you? You've got
Oh, hell, I don't know.
who that?
I don't know. I don't know why that popped up. Let me change my thing again. Oh, my video.
Oh, there we go.
The
That's
new
it.
one is starting. There it is.
Follow the spiders. Okay.
So apparently we talked longer than I expected we would, and the background changed on me again.
And we're going to follow.
I figured one background change would be enough, but no.
There you go. There
Not
you
with you people. You get chatty.
go. We get chatty.
We get chatty.
just a bit. So, all right. So, yeah, the crawls keep going. I think we've gone through it twice so far. There's it, and it's only the first 1,000 digits, by the way.
Yep,
of,
'cause that's all that will fit.
It's all that will fit on the ticker. So,
Nom 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 nom. Oh God! The thing is, I love Guinness, and I don't mean to sound like a snob here, but when you go to Ireland and have a Guinness, it's hard to drink one here.
Yeah, I actually can't believe that. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people.
all right.
It is different.
If you're, it's totally different. By the way, we want to thank Chuck Aaron of Jersey Girl Brewing in Hackettstown. He's technically Mount Olive, New Jersey. Bud Lake, any of the 3 towns, it'll work.
Yeah,
but
it all
there.
works.
It's all there. He actually just got us over based on board members of from the various programs are going to ask questions. So he got them all to like it. So we're actually at 21 likes right now.
Thank you, Chuck.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. So
Look at that.
now we'll definitely be able to stream it to Facebook on the next show. So
For our second inaugural show, we'll launch on it'll be our first inaugural show on Facebook.
well, that's why we'll do another inaugural show, because it's the
There we
inaugural
go.
show on Facebook.
Thank you, Chuck. Chuck's a regular on the Lager Room, guys.
Yes,
He's been on a few times. He was there for the Coastal Brew Works launch party.
Chuck never has a second beer at home.
And that's the second IPA at home.
Second IPA at home. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, his wife stole the show.
Oh yeah, she was good. So anyway, this is I like the format. We're gonna occasionally have a guest on. I could see Don Tess coming on,
Don Tess would be a great guest to have on.
and a few others that we've had on the Lager Room, plus some others that we haven't. We could have we could utilize this to do more of a spirits based.
Absolutely, get some
Guests.
distilleries on.
Mhm.
Tom knows some distilleries. We know some distilleries.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got some names. I'll shoot you some names and let you see if that'll work for the format.
Absolutely, that works.
But also, if you're listening, you've got some suggestions. Less nudity, we get it. Okay, fine.
Dave hasn't stood up once today.
I leaned over.
You haven't stood up.
Yeah,
Leaning
I'm
over.
wearing pants today, just in case you're curious.
I'm not. You want to see?
Nothing.
Usually not, but I am today. It's not actually pants; it's sleepwear, but my legs are covered today.
That's all good, right?
My legs aren't. I'm actually wearing shorts. This is nice. So nice.
Oh yeah, I had shorts on all day.
Free balling.
I had to work.
Yeah,
Free ball. Nice.
there you go. Had to run up to Hackensack this morning. I woke up and
Tom Petty song, wasn't there? Free balling.
It's close.
had to go up to Hackensack this morning. I woke up and Mike Jones, owner of Hackensack Brewing, is standing there. He says, "Look at this guy. He lives down the shore. He comes up in shorts and again, it was like 53 degrees when I got
Did you
up
have
there.
flip flops up?
I didn't have flip flops on. I had sneakers on, but I had shorts and a golf shirt on. Everybody's saying, "Did you get out this morning?" I'm like, "It's 9:45. What time did you think I went golfing? 6? I had to drive up here an hour and a half too.
Yeah, you don't live close. I do. I'm only about 20 minutes from him.
Actually, I would to get an 18, go home, change, or not even change, just get in the car and drive up the hour and a half. I would have had to go golfing at like 5:30 to make that work. So,
Well, some of the golf courses up here, that's when you need to make your tee time.
well, that's true too. Yeah,
It's a little crowded up here.
Exactly. So cool.
And also, I don't know, did Chuck Aaron's charity golf outing sell out?
It just went live, so it's not sold out yet. But Chuck Aaron from Jersey Go Brewing, we'll mention this on the Craft Beer Podcast next Tuesday, whatchamacallit. But yeah, it's Friday, May 24th, and it's a great day.
That's my birthday.
It's an awesome.
We'll be
day.
celebrating birthday that day. Now, I would offer up as to fill out a foursome, but I don't want to bring the score down.
There you go.
I'd bring the average down so badly. But I'd bring good beer.
It's not a best ball, so it's individual scores, so it's not even on the foursome. So you win or you don't, and it doesn't matter. I was actually on a foursome once where the golfer that won the entire outing, and there was 188 golfers in the outing. The golfer that won the outing, and the golfer that the golfer that shot the lowest score, and the golfer that shot the highest score
We're in the same
was
foursome.
in the same foursome.
Yeah,
And it was my foursome too.
So foursome,
I was neither of those guys. By the way, I just want to point that out.
so a foursome is a golf term, right? But as a threesome is like
I know.
right. The threesome is three people together having sex. A twosome is two people having sex, and now I know why people call me handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the jokes, folks.
Yep.
We just had somebody tune in, and they're about to. Oh, they tuned out. There you go.
Yeah, there.
There you go.
Fuck you.
There you go. That sounded like John Valby there for a minute.
I almost replied back to him the same way you would in the John Falvey.
Fuck you! Yeah.
Eat bites. No.
Oh, man.
I didn't do the
Eat by chicks, bubble, yeah,
Gobble up a chew.
gobble up, chew, yeah.
Party. What did they do?
Then the ants came out and played in the fucking mess I made.
Probably the filthiest song ever written is his version of Sleigh Ride.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That is one of the filthiest song parodies, hands down. It is just, it's ridiculous, and I can't help but laugh through my horror.
It's a pretty filthy song, I have to say.
It's ridiculous.
It's there's not much filthier.
No,
there's some that are damn close, but it's not much filthier.
but not that one. That's the biggest. That is up there on the filthometer.
On the filthometer, yes. Hold on.
They don't call him Dr. Dirty for nothing.
No, they don't. There you go.
There's we knew that if we'd done this, John would pick up he's got this shameless selfies.
Shameless selfies. Me and Dr. Dirty right there. Sam.
John just takes pictures with everybody on the planet just in case they become relevant one day.
He's a good guy. I've been seeing him for.
That really is a great rule of thumb.
I've been seeing him for almost 30 years.
Years ago, I would have a lot of pictures with famous people.
So, anyway, cool. Any closing remarks?
I gotta pee.
Well, that's usually hold on.
Well, that's my shtick on the other show.
That's usually your opening remark.
Say something so profound. Now I don't know what to say.
That's usually your opening remark.
I have to pee. I can't follow that.
Samurai's opening salvo. I have to pee. Yeah. So
And look for the shirts on the website.
the I have to pee shirts.
I have to pee.
Exactly.
We should get those made.
We actually should.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that's the.
And then there's another one that we should make with like four guys at like one of the trough urinals.
Yep.
That just says "Don't cross the street."
Don't cross the streams.
Just like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, obviously there's branding, right? You're not allowed to do it, but that would be an awesome shirt with the four Ghostbusters standing at a truck urinal.
You can't do that.
You can't. So, and by the way, quick aside before we end the show, is anybody going to go see Ghostbusters next week?
No.
I'm thinking about it because you know what? I liked the last one. The last one I thought had a lot of heart to it.
I did.
No.
I loved what they did with it.
I thought it was really good. I love the fact of the whole Egon's family, his daughter and his grandkids, and then of course Ernie Hudson and Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd come back at the end of it.
And then Annie Potts.
Annie Potts was in the beginning of it,
and
Sigourney Weaver was at the very end of it after the credits. Sigourney Weaver was in it.
Yeah.
But so were Ernie Hudson and Annie Potts in the post-credit scene as well.
Yes, they were.
There was, so and Annie Potts and Ernie Hudson are going to be in this one.
Yes, they're all going to be in this one.
They're all going to be in it.
Well, and Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and Ernie Hudson are all. They're not just in one scene at the end. I mean,
they're gearing up.
They're gearing up. They're in this one with them because they're back in New York. And nice. I actually just saw what's her name, who plays the mother, Cheryl something, Cindy Coods or whatever her name is. And she said they actually filmed in London. They had to build New York City and London, Tribeca looking building and everything about the Varick Street and everything else where that and Jeanette Firehouse is, right?
All right.
And they built that over in London on a set.
The times have changed. No, they haven't changed because back in the day of Bond, you had their studios there would build all these sets, and they had to build New York, they had to build Cuba, all in London. So they're
friend of mine actually, I don't know if it's actually at that studio or if it's at Pinewood Studios.
Something Wood Studios, yes, something along those.
I think it's Pinewood Studios. Yeah, that was
that's up in Derby.
Not Pinewood Derby. No, I thought it was Pinewood. It was a Pinewood Derby, but no, I thought
you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Good.
It's something. Yeah, you're right. Something, but I thought pretty sure it's Pinewood. Pretty sure it's Pinewood. But in any event, yeah, actually knew a producer there years ago, a friend of mine. But I haven't talked to him in a while. I should reach out and find out if they actually filmed it there. Although I could just look at the credits when I go see the movie and find out. So, what is it? I know we looked it up.
I'm looking it up now. I'm trying to find it. Studio. Where filmed? It's not popping up for me here. It's based in London's Piccadilly. We know that, but where did they actually film this stuff? You keep talking. Yeah, it is Pinewood. You win the Derby.
I win the Derby. Thank you.
Dead space.
Actually, one year in Boy Scouts, my son did win the Pinewood Derby for our town.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome. That's Pinewood Derby.
We didn't cheat at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't enter a car, but he won.
He did all the work himself.
Yep. Right. Exactly so. Anyway, all right. On that note, what do you think, Jess? Call the show. We're approaching an hour. We said an hour.
Yep.
So, call the show. We got a lot more fun stuff coming at you in the next show. So if you're rewatching this, which some of you actually will have to have rewatched it, those of you that didn't click on Facebook. So anybody that's rewatching it or just listening to this on the audio feed, or an audio feed, I should say, pay attention for the link to the next show when we go live next time, probably in a couple weeks. And there'll be a lot more fun stuff and interesting things.
And again,
for you on that.
Any serious suggestions, let us know.
Yeah.
We're still looking, let's see if we want to throw a format in there or just free ball it. As we go along,
or maybe free ball it with a format.
I'm a fan of free balling. I'm a fan of free
balling. So we'll see. We're still filling this one out.
I think we should theme the shows per season.
There you go.
Maybe not every episode, but we get towards Easter. We'll do an Easter theme show.
Tom, that I pitch this idea to John. I make a calendar with all those crazy ass holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe we can celebrate those holidays as they come up. And let me see.
That would be. I love that idea. Actually, that's brilliant.
Let's see what we got. Which means we'll be back tomorrow celebrating National Espresso Martini Day.
There you go.
We won't.
So look up from now and see what's going on that day, and we'll do that themed show.
We'll check it out.
Yep.
That is genius. Actually, I love that idea.
We'll figure it out and we'll theme it that way. And if there's something even better, like the day before, or the day after, and we'll just work on that. So
there we go. That works. That's brilliant.
Well, we've got Vodka Day coming up on the 18th. Oh, the 24th.
I like that too.
The 24th is a Sunday.
Yeah.
And that is National Cocktail Day.
Okay.
That's a tough one because we're all going to Sunday. Crap.
All right.
I'll work on Monday. So we'll think about it. But
we'll think about it and let you know. We'll post it on the Facebook page. So everybody, on that note, we'll wrap the show for today. We want to thank everybody for what happened to Dave. Where did he go?
Where did Dave left?
I guess he was done.
He's done. So I can do my spiel. There he
There
is.
you
It is.
go.
No, because I moved something close to that. Wait a second.
Now,
Do
we got
what's
your
going on?
thing back up, but we don't have a video.
Well, that's really good for you guys. Let me see. We've got the.
There we go. That should do it.
There you go. Well, on that note, anyway, we'll wrap the show for today. We want to thank. Well, whatever. You can figure it out. We want to thank everybody for
You
watching.
have too much faith in me.
And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. All End of Chaser info will be on. All End of Chaser info will be listed and posted on www.loggerroom.com, the Loggerroom website. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media. Right now, it's just Facebook and our YouTube channel. There may be some Twitter and Instagram in there as well after the fact, but we'll alert you to that when that happens.
You
But
mean X?
X, yeah, excuse me, X and Instagram. But for right now, it's Facebook and our YouTube channel. Well, each of them are at And a Chaser.
There we go.
Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and on Facebook. We'll be on Facebook next time and on YouTube. Every other week or so, we will post it. It's probably going to be on a Wednesday night, but we'll figure that out. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcast, Amazon Music Podcast, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you'll find the End a Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds. I don't think you did already, but please subscribe to one or more of the End a Chaser feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte.
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 Go get slanched.
Go get sláinte. Your mic switched. You got your video back, but your mic switched.
My mic is switched. So if I
Yeah.
do this and go here.
Dave needs one more beer to really get himself right.
Or you don't be going left. How about
Exactly.
did that work?
No, same mic.
Same mic.
It doesn't matter. We're signing off anyway. So.
Yeah, we're signing off, but I'm
But I digress.
But I digress, right? Anyway,
whatever.
again, thanks for following along with us. Thank you for paying attention to our inaugural show. We're going to do our second inaugural show, our inaugural Facebook show, in probably just a couple weeks. But we'll pay attention to what we post on our Facebook page, facebook.com/and-a-chaser. And we will talk to you soon, folks. Take care.
All right, Mike.
He's got it back. Look at that.
We're back.
You know what it was? It's that damn cord. Every time I just touch that cord,
It goes out.
kaputs.
Take care, guys. Cheers. Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Sláinte. Thank you.
Get sláinte face.
And good night.
Exactly.